I did not get a grade 9 in GCSE English Literature. But let me tell you exactly where I went wrong and what you can do to revise if you are trying to get that top grade. If you have never seen my face before, my name is Tilly. I got almost straight grade 9s in my GCSEs because I did get 2 8s, and those 2 8s were in GCSE English Literature and GCSE English Language. However, I'm pretty sure I know where I went wrong, particularly in English Literature, so please allow me to explain and tell you what you can do if you are trying to get a grade 9. First things first, this probably sounds really obvious. You need to read the texts all the way through. I never read Macbeth all the way through. I am honestly surprised I got a grade 8. But don't see it as a chore. Try to get yourself a copy and read it outside of school, out of your required tasks, so that you can get an overview of what is going on. My problem was that I had an idea of what was going on, but I really struggled to link the events together because we were studying them in isolation. I struggled to remember what was going on in chronological order. And look, I know this is difficult, particularly when you don't want to read the texts. Secondly, historical context. Like I've said in previous videos, your answers in GCSE English should not be based around history. They should be based around the text. However, in order to get into that top band, into that top grade, you need to provide some sort of historical context. And I had absolutely zero. One thing I did that I found very helpful was having a mind map for every single character, theme, and poem. Understanding how the different poems compared as well. So not remembering all 15 poems off by heart. Let's say we're talking about the theme of power in an Inspector Calls. I would know which characters were best to use for that theme and the relevant quotes to draw upon. Now, the main thing that I actually didn't do was writing out practice essays. I had it in my head that I hated English, I hated writing essays, so I just refused to do any practice. That was my downfall because I really struggled with understanding where I was picking up marks. Every single time I got an essay back, it was as if I didn't understand what I'd done wrong. Dedicate time to getting your head around the assessment objectives, how you pick up marks, reading model answers, reading examiners' reports, which are available through your exam board's website, so that you understand what constitutes a good answer. Exam technique is so important in this GCSE because you are in very tight time conditions. If you think it would help, there is an example paragraph structure in my playlists.